everybody, so today we are working on putting our race seats in. We have a Race Tech seat here, containment seat for the driver's side. We got a good deal on this. We're going to toss this in. We want to get all this in before our car goes for our roll cage. So what we're going to use is we are using these brackets from Fat House Performance or Fat Fab. They're specific to the S197, so this will bolt right up to the factory seat bolt holes here. And what it'll do is you put the bracket on. This actually are opposite sides, but basically the way it would work is put this on, then this mounts up. We have two different brackets. So we have one specific for the Race Tech seat. They have it set up for like Recaros and other fixed back seats. That's what we're using for the driver's side. The passenger side, we're putting a Kirky aluminum seat in right now. The classes that we're running, we have to have basically a full interior car. Both seats have to be in, so forth and so on. So to keep the weight down, I would love to have a second Race Tech seat. Right now, that's just not in the math of us trying to get the rest of the car together. Long term, that'll be the goal, and we'll switch that out. But for now, we're going to go with the Kirky on the passenger side and the Race Tech on the driver's side. So let's dig in. We're going to get this factory seat out, get the brackets mocked up, put together in the car, get the seats in. So that's all set up. At that point, we're ready for our roll cage. Can go ahead and I've got the steering wheel in. I've got everything in interior-wise that he'll need to work around because he'll have to put braces on the back of the seats and set all that up. So we want to have this as ready as possible. I'm not changing out the carpet and the floor. It's the one that's in here is ratty, but I'll change it out once it comes back from him because he's gonna have to cut and do things and get stuff out of his way to weld stuff to the floor. So let's dig in. Let's get this seat out and get these brackets mocked up and then the new seats in. Okay, so we're gonna start by removing the 4 bolts to hold the seat in. It's a 0.5 millimeter bolt. So we will get those out, and then we know there's a harness underneath here that we'll also have to disconnect. So let's start by getting this bolt out here. We'll get these 4 bolts out, and then we will get this harness out. All right, then we will tip the seat forward, get to these back ones here. And it looks like we have covers on here, so these just snap on, nothing special. We will pop those off and go from there. Go ahead and push the seat forward to get us access to this back piece that should just lift off and out. So they just snap out and those come out. Hardest part, getting your hands underneath it, really. Man, there's that one. Hey, we found more goodies. Chapstick and an oil change from May of 2022. So our fearless friend has left us other gifts here. Gonna go ahead and get these back bolts out. And we found a quarter. All right, looks like the back may be a different size. Let me check and make sure. Yep, it's larger. So let me go grab a different size and I'll tell you guys what size that is. So the back here is 9/16. Went ahead and added an extension here to be able to get through around some of these clips here in the back. So get these off the back. There's one, and get the other one off. And there's the other one. All right, this seat is free. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tip it back so that I can get access to the, kind of wiggle it and move it back, and I'll get access to the harness that way. And I'll unplug these harnesses, and then we will be free and pull the seat out. So to get to these plugs and to get them undone, I went ahead and grabbed a small pick tool, and I grabbed a small screwdriver because I'm not sure which I'll need. And I also went ahead and got me a flashlight so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. It looks pretty straightforward though. Looks like it's a pinch and pull kind of deal. And I don't know that I can tip it so that you guys can even see it, but that's what we're working with here. So we'll just get this to lift and pinch and pull. There's one. Looks like we got one more here. That looks like to be the airbag. So we gotta be careful with this one. There it is. So the seat is now free, so we will go ahead and maneuver this and lift it out of the car. As you can see, we've got the seat out, the carpet's ratty. We already knew that, we said that earlier. We're gonna replace that to meet our class requirements, but we're leaving it for now, so it doesn't matter what Gary Cutts does or anything when he does the roll cage. But we vacuumed it out to get it ungross. It had glitter and chapstick, money, a straw. It was disgusting. So we went ahead, vacuumed it up, so myself nor Gary is working in filth. Let's go ahead. We're gonna get these Fat House Performance brackets together and get the driver's side seat in first. It's a little different process to do the driver's side race tech seat versus the Kirky. The Kirky is gonna have to be drilled and some other stuff. The race tech's gonna go in much easier. So we're gonna start over on this side. Okay, so you can see what I've decided to try and do here is I'm gonna put the Fat House base brackets in here like this so that they're in so that I can mock things up. So what my goal is I will start with putting these in, then I will come over here and mount this bracket onto the base of the seat here, here and down here. Allows me to set it in based on this bracket here, the base of it lining up with that. That way I can mark everything to know what goes together and adjust the seat as appropriate. So next I'm going to go ahead and get this bracket here on the screen onto the seat, and then we can start figuring things out from there. So it's a little bit of trial and error. I'm going to try the height here. This may be too high, we'll see. And then the kind of recline setting here, this may be too far upright, so we may end up hopping to one of these. So next I'm going to basically set it in the car like this. Maybe I can see what it'll do, and then if not, I'll put the other bracket on if it doesn't set even enough for me to kind of get a good idea. So next steps, either put the other bracket on the other side after I try and test fit this. So we'll try that next. Okay, so after a bunch of test fitting, you'll see that I'm 6 feet tall, so you'll see to get probably the best, height out of the seat, and then also for me with my leg height, I have a 32-inch inseam. I put on the seat bolts here, and the second one from the top here, that gave me the proper recline. Then here, we basically, you can kind of see the bottom bracket versus the top bracket. We did kind of 2 bolts up there and back here. So you can kind of see, for someone who's 6 foot tall, this goes in. Like I said, I test fit this a bazillion times. I will say the removable steering wheel, imperative with putting a fixed back seat in here. So next I'm going to toss this back in the car and let you guys see kind of the final product. All right, so you can see the final install there. Everything's bolted in tight. Like I said, the removable steering wheel was critical, and with the cage in here, it's going to be a struggle to get in. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to the passenger side. It's a different process because we have a Kirky, so we have to drill it and do some other stuff. So I'm going to kind of get that all mocked up, and we'll start on the other side. All right, so as you can see, I've got the passenger side mocked up. I have it bolted into the car. I did put the bolts in the base plates there. I'm going to have to loosen those and adjust it because it doesn't want to bolt up flat to the seat, but I've got it initially mocked up and in. I did also get the seat. As you can see, I've got it drilled. Not the best, but it works. It doesn't move around. So these were not super easy to put in. Mainly the adjustments. There's so many adjustments, it actually makes it kind of hard. These plates want to slide in and out, and I needed to actually slide over a little bit in the front and quite a bit in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one, adjust it, then do the other, adjust it, kind of go back and forth. So next I'm going to keep adjusting these till I get them right. Then we'll bolt this seat in, and we should be able to show you guys the final product. Okay, so you can see that we've got the seats in. We've got the Race Tech seat you can see here with the Fat House Performance Fat Fab seat brackets. The Race Tech one went in pretty smooth, honestly. We've got them in though, so that when they put the roll cage in, everything can kind of be figured out. There may be some fine tuning or adjustment that's done when he does the cage, but for the most part, it's in there for him to be able to work with. So that's the driver's side, and I will show you the passenger side. So for the passenger side, it was a substantial amount of more work than the Race Tech seat. The Kirky seat had to be drilled to fit the Fat Fab seat brackets. Then just getting everything to line up and square up. I must have test fit this thing a bazillion times, but it also is in. I do believe that there will be some fine-tune adjustments that happen here as well once the cage goes in and things are together. But yeah, you can see here the effects of what we have to do here with putting in the seats. So that gets the seats in. So there you have it. Race seats are in. We got a couple parts we're going to pick up today. Hood, drag wing. We're working on carbon fiber decklets. We have a few other things we're going to share with you guys here shortly. We should have our engine back here soon from BES. We've got to order our converter, our drive shaft, flex plate, and then we should have our drive line together. So thanks for watching, you guys. Help us out. We're trying to get to 1,000 viewers in 2026. It's early in the year. I think we can do it. I just need your help. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you also like and comment. We want to refine the videos and make them interesting for you guys. We've updated our website, so instead of the torquepp.com, you can go to www.mrtorque.com. Grab your merch, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All of it helps out with building the car and bringing more content to you guys. That's the main goal for the site, is really to help keep moving things along. So thanks for watching. Be good to each other and have a great day.